Fuck! Oh my gosh, I knew this would happen. How you doing, everyone? It's me, the Domotaku, and today I'm very distressed about one of my favorite animes this season coming to an end, Bloom Into You, or Yagate Kimi ni Naru. I'm looking at the thing, yes, I'm cheating, but damn, this series, oh my god, I knew that 13 episodes would be enough, but then they ended on such a good-ass note, and now it's just like, I really wanted to see the season go for like 26 or a second season or whatever, but you know, it's stressful things. Okay, we're talking about the 13th episode, the final episode, and then we'll talk about the series overall and my frustration and distress and other things. So, the 13th episode for Bloom Into You. It was awesome. It was really good. I really liked it. It features basically a date with Toko and Yu to the aquarium, where they finally, after being separated for so long, in summer break, they come together, have fun at each other, and sort of practice the play. And it's just a nice moment between those two, and the series ends. That's it. Or well, they technically make the name for the play, and that's it. That's all there is. It was just like, you can call it fan service maybe, I don't know, but it's just like a date between the two, and that's it for the series. Oh my goodness, I'm so distressed now. That's all I can say. It was a great episode, but they ended there. They don't do the play, and I was really afraid of that, but I kind of figured that would happen because 13 episodes, and they were just getting through volume whatever the hell in my manga, I'll talk about it later, where they got to the script and the school play practice after training camp thing, and oh my goodness, I just knew that they wouldn't be able to do it unless they had a second season, which is one of my frustrations for this thing, but we'll talk about that afterwards. But yeah, the final episode was good. I liked it. I liked the whole episode. It was very visually cool, having them in the aquarium and stuff. That's it. The series. Now, oh my goodness. I really enjoyed this series for the anime. I thought it was really done well. They didn't rush it, and they adapted a lot of things from the manga, like from page to page, I'm assuming, because when I was watching this anime, it felt really right, and nothing was skipped or rushed from the manga. Everything from the manga got translated into anime, essentially, from my memory at least. If you know something that was changed or different, then feel free to tell me in the comments. But yeah, I thought that the series was really good, and you know, it didn't feel rushed. They didn't skip anything. I thought they would skip this part with the aquarium just to go straight to the play. But then they didn't, because you can't skip this part. It's just so good, part of the manga. And yeah, they got everything really good and right and translated into beautiful animation and voice and color and stuff. But they just didn't do the play. They just didn't do the play. This series really needs a second season. Me and a lot of people on the internet believe so. And you know, they really enjoyed the series. They wish for a second season so they could actually see the play, because the play was a huge focus throughout like the later half of this season, or the series, and just like they didn't actually do it. So like, you know, they either do like 26 episodes or they do a second season. I would prefer either or, I don't really care. But yeah, this anime series is supposedly completed at 13 episodes, and that's just like so disheartening. Oh my god. I'm coming from a person who really liked the series. After watching the anime, I got to the manga and I was like, oh my gosh, the manga is so good. And you know, I didn't want to skip too far ahead, but technically I do know what happens very much. Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes on after the play, and just from what we've ended the episode with. If you really want to read the manga, by all means, feel free to. After this whole episode, I wouldn't be surprised if you all went to read the manga. Honestly, the manga is good. It's exactly the same as the anime from what I remember. They didn't skip anything, so it's all good. So let's see, volume 5 is technically the aquarium scene, right? And I'll tell you this 13th episode only covers half of this volume, right? There's still a lot more that happens after the aquarium date, and the actual play happens in volume 6, which I don't have yet because it hasn't been released yet. So yeah, there's a lot of waiting and a lot of things that happen afterwards. So if you liked the series and you wish to know more, because there is no second season announced or an episode 14 or whatever, then feel free to read the manga. By all means, it's really good, and you get the same feeling as from the anime, except no color and voice and all that other animation stuff. But it's still good. Okay. Yeah, that's all I can say for this anime, man. I can't really stress enough that, like, a lot of people enjoy the series, including myself. This is, like, up there for my favorite of the season. And, you know, second season would really help right now for this season, or series, or 14th episode, 26 episodes, you know, like, well, okay, I'll put it in the context. The series is not complete from my knowledge in the manga, so there's still a lot of things that are still going on and that's not resolved yet fully. So I guess it would make sense not to do a second season anime, but I mean, I don't know, like, they could have ended after the play. Like, they could have done the play and then ended the series there, but they didn't do that. They ended it on the date before the play happens, and I'm just like, oh my god, so distressful. Okay, no more talking about second season. We'll talk about the series and how much I enjoyed it. So, overall, Bloom Into You is a really nice Yuri romance. If you really like Yuri, then this is the anime for you. People compare this a lot to Citrus, which was like another recent Yuri anime before. I personally prefer this series more than Citrus. Citrus was kind of over there, it's okay. But this one, I was like, oh, this is really good, I have to go into this. I don't know why, but I just felt like it. The characters, I really like all the characters. Toko and Yu being the main couple in this series is very good. Like, Yu is a very compelling character because she's sort of like portrayed as a lot of people, I guess, or that's what people compare it to, right? She's like the person who thinks that romance is this huge, fantastic event thing you see in movies and books and all that stuff, right? But then actually experiencing it in real life is very different, and it's like, this is very interesting how they wrote Yu, and I really like her character because she doesn't really fall in love with anyone and stuff like that, and she has all these expectations of love and stuff. It's really awesome. And then when she meets Toko, Toko is just very interesting, and how she has this whole dilemma with her sister and her trauma, and how she has to sort of become perfect and replace her sister, and, you know, assume someone else's personality instead of being herself. And that's what Yu's trying to change in this episode, which is really nice. The other characters in the student council, Saki is like up there because she's actually likes Toko, so it's sort of a love triangle-esque sort of thing. And I really like her character also, except, you know, it's like when she figures out that Toko loves you, it's gonna be like, ooh, that's gonna be a thing. They never did that yet, so. The dudes in the student council, there's Maki, the love enthusiast watching from the distance and whatnot. He's whatever. The other guy, I forget his name, sorry. But they're okay. You also have Yu's friends, like, I forget their names also, but the one who's in the sports club and the one who's writing the play, they're all good. Like, they get their own time to shine in the anime and stuff and the manga. And, you know, they're like still somewhat developed, and, you know, we know a lot about them, even though they're like on the side. The main focus mostly Yu and Toko, because they're the main couple of the series, and how their relationship is changing a lot throughout the series. Now, personally for me, as the anime progressed, or I guess what the anime does really well, for one, the opening's freaking awesome, and you don't get that in the manga. You don't get no awesome visually aesthetic opening in the manga, and the opening is really, I feel like it's hidden with a lot of like details and clues, because they have this whole thing with the Bloom Into You title and like the flowers, right? They have like everyone having like a flower in the opening. Feel free to, like, you know, theorize and stuff like that, or actually look into that research and stuff, what they mean. But I mean, like, there's so much to this anime that they do a lot great in compared to the manga, in my opinion, because there's a lot of times when you have Yu contemplating about her feelings for Toko and stuff, right? And, you know, anyone could sort of see that she's somewhat growing to like Toko and love her and have feelings for her and stuff like that, right? And in the anime, they really like visualize it or portray it a lot better than the manga, at least from what I remember, because like there's just moments in anime when you sort of see Yu like admiring Toko from a distance, and you're just thinking like, wait, is she falling in love with her and stuff like that? And you're like, you can tell. It's just like, it's really simple, or like, you know, there's just something that Yu is thinking about Toko and stuff like that, and vice versa. And it's just like, oh man, the romance is actually progressing. I don't really had that feeling in the manga when I read it. So the anime just like has a lot of great more opportunities and more visual aspects they can do because it's animation and stuff like that, and color. So yeah, the anime does a lot of good things as well to the manga, but yeah, it's just really good. I'm losing my train of thought right now because I just really want to talk about having a second season again, but I can't do that because that's just, you know, me ranting or whatever. But yes, Bloom Into You, probably like, well, I don't really remember any other romance in this season, but this is like the Yuri of the season, so this is like up there for my romance Yuri of the season or whatever. I really enjoy the series. Once again, I wish for a second season because the anime was just really awesome and did everything in the manga page to page from what I recall, and it was just a really good adaptation. And they left us at another cliffhanger note. I'm doing the same thing I did last time, freaking ranting again. But yes, Bloom Into You. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you really liked this anime, if you really want a second season, and if you guys want to read the manga, tell me your thoughts about it, I guess. And who do you actually pair, like Saki and Toko or you and Toko? Let's have a fight in the comments below. Not an actual fight, but let's just have a, who do you ship more? You know, whatever. Anyways, that's enough for me fanboying and complaining that there's no second season. Thank you guys for watching. I will be making the anime chart thing for the next season very soon. I still have to do one more anime video for Irodoku World Colors. So stay tuned for that, and see you guys later. Take care, guys, and matane.